Stop buying the exact same rifle your grandfather carried just because some guy behind the gun counter told you it is the universal standard. For 70 years, the .308 Winchester has been the default answer for whitetail hunters across the country. But here's the truth. Sticking to that old mindset means you are actively choosing more recoil, worse ballistics, and a heavier setup than you need. The modern woods demand better. Today, we are looking at 5 purpose-built bolt-action rifles that make that old standard look obsolete. If you are serious about dropping a whitetail this season without punishing your shoulder or fighting wind drift, these are the platforms you need to see. Sliding into the number 5 spot is a problem solver for hunters locked down by strict regulations. If you are hunting in the Midwest where bottleneck cartridges are outlawed, the Savage Axis II Pro chambered in 350 Legend or 400 Legend is your lifeline. This platform gives you an 18-inch heavy sporter barrel wrapped in a rugged gunmetal bronze Cerakote finish. It weighs in at just 6.7 pounds and measures a compact 38.5 inches overall. That means it swings fast in tight Appalachian brush or cramped hunting blinds. Under the hood, Savage uses their signature thread-in head spacing system. Instead of permanently machining the barrel to the receiver, they use a threaded lock nut. This allows the factory to set the headspace with zero tolerance, meaning the chamber holds the cartridge perfectly tight every single time. In the real world, that translates to extreme consistency and accuracy that makes this tack driver punch way above its weight. Pulling the Savage AccuTrigger is a revelation if you are used to heavy factory triggers. It features a center-bladed safety lever that you depress first, and then the sear releases with a crisp snap, like fracturing a thin sheet of ice. When you sling 350 Legend downrange, the recoil is nothing but a polite tap on the shoulder. Generating just 7.48 foot-pounds of free recoil energy, it lets you watch your impact through the glass without losing your sight picture. Honestly, my only gripe here is the synthetic stock. While it features a great woodland camouflage pattern, it feels a little hollow and flexible up front when you really bear down on a bipod. It is a soft annoyance, definitely not a mission killer for a dedicated brush gun. This rifle simply dominates the straight wall game. Stepping up the game to the number 4 position, we look at a rifle that refuses to compromise on traditional strength. For hunters who want the undeniable ruggedness of steel and walnut, the Weatherby Vanguard chambered in 7mm 08 Remington is a masterclass in reliability. Built in Japan by Howa, this platform weighs between 7.5 and 9.15 pounds, depending on your stock choice, offering a massive sense of stability. Looking at the mechanics, this rifle utilizes a fully enclosed bolt sleeve and a massive integral recoil lug. Unlike cheaper rifles that use a floating steel plate squeezed between the barrel and receiver, the Vanguard has its recoil lug machined as one solid piece with the action. This means the physical transfer of energy into the stock is absolutely identical on every single shot, locking your zero in permanently and allowing the hammer-forged 20-inch barrel to guarantee sub-minute of angle accuracy right out of the box. When you settle in behind the glass and prep for the shot, the 2-stage match trigger rolls over like a polished ball bearing. The moment you sling 7mm 08 downrange, the physical feedback is incredible. Thanks to the heft of the rifle, paired with the inherently mild 13.94 foot-pounds of energy from the cartridge, the kick is just a steady, controlled shove rather than a punishing blow. Look, I have no real complaints here, but if you are an ultra-light backcountry hunter looking to shave every possible ounce off your pack, carrying a 9-pound piece of steel and wood up a mountain is going to feel like an anchor. This rig is built for the hunter who posts up on a tree line and demands extreme steadiness, delivering incredible terminal performance out past 400 yards. Entering the elite tier at number 3, we have a platform designed to completely dominate wide open spaces. This is the Bergara B14 Ridge. I know the old-school traditionalists will hate seeing a modern precision cartridge ranked this high over their legacy rifles. Drop your angry take in the comments. But if you hunt the sprawling agricultural fields of the Midwest, the deep clear cuts of the South, or the massive canyons out west, you need a tool built specifically for extreme distance. This Spanish-made powerhouse delivers exactly that without breaking a sweat. Feeds on 6.5 PRC, this rifle is an absolute laser beam. It features a 24-inch barrel made from 4140 chrome moly steel with a heavy number 6 contour. That extra length is absolutely mandatory to burn the massive powder column of the modern Magnum cartridge, pushing a highly aerodynamic 143-grain bullet at nearly 3,000 feet per second. This speed and bullet geometry completely neutralize wind drift and bullet drop at distances where the .308 Winchester would quite literally be falling out of the sky. Under the hood, Bergara took the legendary footprint of the Remington 700 and engineered it to a substantially higher standard. They use a coned bolt nose combined with a sliding plate extractor. That means, instead of a flat breech face, the chamber entrance is angled perfectly like a funnel. When you run the bolt violently fast under extreme adrenaline, the cartridge is guided seamlessly into the chamber, completely eliminating the risk of a misfeed when your trophy buck gives you a tiny 3-second window of opportunity. When you finally settle your crosshairs and apply pressure, the factory trigger breaks with the sudden, clean snap of a frozen twig. The resulting recoil from the 6.5 PRC is soaked up beautifully by the factory Omni muzzle brake and the heavy barrel profile. It hits your shoulder like a deep, rolling thunderclap rather than a sharp sting, settling right around 19.88 foot-pounds of free recoil energy. The damage to your wallet is more than fair for this level of match-grade precision, but we need to be honest about the trade-offs. My only gripe here is the sheer physical weight of this system. By the time you mount a serious optic, a bipod, and a full magazine, you are hauling around a very heavy piece of equipment. That is a noticeable annoyance if you are tracking miles through steep, rugged timber. But if your hunt involves posting up steady and reaching out past 400 yards, that extra mass is exactly what keeps your crosshairs dead still in the wind. Closer to the crown, we find the undisputed king of budget-friendly precision. The Ruger American Generation 2 completely redefines what you should expect from a rifle that sets you back roughly $600. It takes the cheap, entry-level reputation of the original model and aggressively transforms it into a feature-packed, highly customizable hunting tool that competes directly with rifles costing twice as much. Looking at the barrel, Ruger equipped this rig with a 20-inch medium contour barrel featuring deep spiral fluting. This is not just for aggressive aesthetics. The spiral cuts drastically reduce the physical weight at the muzzle end, shifting the center of gravity straight back toward the receiver, so the rifle balances perfectly between your hands. Furthermore, it increases the external surface area, allowing the barrel to dissipate heat incredibly fast during rapid firing strings, which prevents heat-induced point-of-impact shift. They lock all of this into their patented power bedding block system, ensuring the action is rigidly secured, while the barrel remains completely free-floating. Eats 243 Winchester for breakfast, this platform is an absolute dream for hunters who prioritize zero flinch and maximum accuracy. When you stage the adjustable trigger and apply steady pressure, it breaks with the sharp, clean fracture of a glass rod. Because it comes factory equipped with a highly aggressive radial muzzle brake, the recoil from the lightweight 243 cartridge is reduced to nothing more than a gentle nudge. You are looking at around 9 foot-pounds of energy, meaning there is practically zero muzzle rise, allowing you to watch the entire flight path of the bullet and confirm your hit immediately through the optic. Honestly, my only gripe is the extreme noise level generated by that factory muzzle brake. It flawlessly kills the recoil, but the overpressure and concussive blast directed sideways are absolutely punishing if you are shooting from an enclosed deer blind. It is a loud annoyance, but certainly not a mission killer for open-air field hunting. This incredibly capable platform easily earns its high placement on the list, giving you custom-level features for a fraction of the cost. But wait until you see the absolute monster sitting at number 1. Taking the absolute top spot is the masterpiece of lightweight hunting platforms, the Tikka T3X Lite. It gives you the rugged, bomb-proof reliability of number 4, but with a nimble handling that makes number 3 look like a heavy cinder block. And it delivers a silky smooth action that puts number 2 to shame. Manufactured by Sako in Finland, this rifle weighs a shockingly low 5.9 to 6.6 pounds, making it the ultimate tool for scaling steep ridges or navigating dense vertical timber. Under the hood, the engineering is flawless. It utilizes a push-feed bolt with dual opposed locking lugs and a 70-degree bolt throw. That 70-degree angle is critical because it keeps the bolt handle low and fast, giving you massive clearance away from the ocular bell of a large scope. This means you will never smash your knuckles or bind up the action when cycling under extreme stress. Paired with a cold hammer-forged barrel, it guarantees true 1 minute of angle accuracy right out of the box. Runs on 6.5 Creedmoor, this shockingly light rifle completely defies physics. Usually, a sub-7-pound rifle is going to punish your shoulder. But as you stage the factory trigger, which snaps as cleanly as a dry piece of pasta, the recoil pulse is beautifully tamed. It hits like a dull, heavy push rather than a sharp, violent jab. Generating right around 12.96 foot-pounds of energy, it allows for surgical precision without the massive fatigue of legacy cartridges. Street price is right around $800, and frankly, manufacturing a flaw here would be dishonest. Look, I have no real complaints here, but if you are on a tight budget, outfitting this rifle with the premium glass it deserves will sting at the register. It is built for people who buy once and buy right. The Tikka T3X Lite completely eliminates the need for the legacy .308 Winchester. The .308 Winchester will always have its place in history, but nostalgia does not drop a whitetail at 400 yards in heavy crosswinds. The modern woods demand better ballistics, lighter recoil, and absolute precision. Upgrading to any of these 5 platforms will give you exactly that advantage this season. Train hard, stay safe, and I will see you downrange.